So I was scrolling Twitter as you do at 1 in the morning, and I saw somebody quote retweet Ben Shapiro's review of Glass Onion, and I said I need to just record my reaction, and maybe I'll edit it. Who knows? I tend to be pretty lazy with that stuff, so we'll see. If you are watching this, then I have edited it. So, big round of applause for myself, first and foremost. So, before we get into Ben Shapiro's thoughts on the murder mystery whodunit movie about a tech billionaire, um, I can't imagine why he would have an issue with that. So, before I fully go into Ben Shapiro's review, I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts and opinions on the movie. I thought that Glass Onion was a really fun time. I saw it twice in theaters back in November, and I thought that it was really good. It wasn't as good as the first one. I thought that the cast was fun. It's just like a fun murder mystery. I mean, the commentary was like super on the nose, so it's like impossible to miss it. Um, but I mean, do I agree with the commentary it's making? Yeah, I guess. Because, it's basically just calling Elon Musk an idiot and a fraud and a liar. So, sure, yeah, I agree with that. If you have a problem with it, you are the biggest bootlicker on the planet. Speaking of bootlicking, now we're going to go into Ben Shapiro's thing. That wasn't a full comprehensive. That was my full comprehensive thoughts, but, not important. We're here to talk about Benny Boy. Ben, I can't make my wife wet Shapiro here. He says, I regret to inform you that Glass Onion is actively bad. I will discuss first the actual writing of the movie, followed by the politics of it. Both suck. Spoilers follow. Obviously, spoilers follow. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's out on Netflix now. And then come back and we can laugh at Ben together. So I'm going to first just fully read through the whole thing, and then I'll go through piece by piece. So he says, first, the writing. The first half of the movie is a complete misdirect and a waste of time. We only found out about the actual murder we're supposed to investigate full 1 hour and 10 minutes into the film, as well as an entirely new backstory. Miles never invited Blanc, and Andy has a twin sister masquerading as her. We're actively deceived by the writer. Why the misdirect? Because the story itself, in the purest form of incredible laziness, it relies on not one, not two, but three bad writing tropes: an identical twin, a comprehensive journal, and a moron of a murderer. You can write your way out of literally any scenario given an identical twin, which removes the need for linear coherence, a comprehensive journal, which explains everything, and a moron for a murderer, which removes the necessity for plot logic. Hey, Ben, you found the point. So instead, we get an hour of wasted time because we have to make up for the fact that the murderer is perfectly obvious from moment one. I am going to interrupt here really quickly. The movie is literally called Glass Onion. Before it came out, it was incredibly obvious that the murderer would be very obvious because it's called Glass Onion. There's a lot of layers, but it's made of glass, so you can see through the layers anyway. Like, I don't know how that's, like, shocking that, the murderer was so, yeah, it was perfectly obvious. The name of the movie made it, like, was clearly like, hey, this is gonna be fucking obvious, but there still is twists that you don't expect. So, whatever. He says, Ryan Johnson actually knows this. That's why by the end he is telling the audience, via Blanc, that everything Miles Braun did is dumb. Read the entire plot of the film. This is the lazy writer's way out. You know what you've written is bad, so you just say it's bad, and hey, look, now you're clever and cynical. For more on this, blah, 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 excellent review, it's whatever. Now we get to the real fun part, the politics. So I guess I'll take a little halftime break here. Just again go through. The first half of the movie is a complete misdirect. It's a whodunit movie. You're a whodunit murder mystery. That is like literally the whole point of whodunit murder mystery movies. Is there's all these misdirections and different motives and different characters that it could be. And there's a billion misdirects in like every murder mystery movie. That's like the whole point. So just to complain about first half of the movie being a complete misdirect and a waste of time is just hilarious, because it like just is like the foundation of the genre of the movie. We only find out the actual murderer we're supposed to investigate full 1 hour and 10 minutes into the film. Yeah, because if it just started with, I guess he wants the movie to start with the murder. So, oh, Dave Bautista died 5 minutes in, and then you're like, well, I don't know anything about this character. Like, what? I don't get that. And like that was like a good twist, because you assume based off of the trailers and everything beforehand that Edward Norton's character, Miles Braun, is going to be the one that gets murdered, because he's throwing this murder mystery party and it's blah blah blah. Right? So you assume that he's going to be the one to die based off of the trailers and everything. And then a full 1 hour and 10 minutes into the movie, turns out he's not the person that gets murdered. And so when I first watched it, I was like, oh, what the heck? Like, I really thought Miles Braun would be the one to die. But no. So then it's like, oh, okay, well, I was like trying to see who was going to kill Miles the whole time. But then Miles didn't kill anyone. So now I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? Whatever. Why the misdirect? Because the three laziest writing technique or tropes. Let's see. Where did he go super deep into it? Okay. An identical twin, which removes the need for linear coherence. What, man? Like, it's just a twist because we, as the audience, don't know that she is already dead. Obviously. Like, that is another twist in the murder mystery. And it's like a comprehensive journal which explains everything. It is once again, a murder mystery movie. You want to have what happened explained. That is the entire premise of this type of movie. A moron for a murderer. Once again, that is the point, Ben. Hey, Benny boy, you found it. You found the point. My God. Like, okay. So he just doesn't understand anything. He's just watching this movie and he's like, why did someone get murdered and there's a mystery about it? I don't like that very much. That's basically his criticism of the writing. Filmcolossus.com. Hang on, before we go fully on. Let's see what Film Colossus by Chris. Okay, Chris. It's just dumb. Dude, that's like, oh my God, dude. They're like, the politics of it suck. This is, why is he calling out Elon Musk? This is not right. He's just jealous because Elon has a lot of money. And it's like, dude, you missed the whole fucking point. Like, he literally is saying billionaires like Elon Musk and Miles Braun in this movie are incredibly rich, not based off of merit. It's not a meritocracy that they earned their money, and they're able to trick everybody into thinking that they're brilliant. Like what he says right here. Birdie J says, it's so dumb it's brilliant. And Blanc shouts back, no, it's just dumb. It is just so incredibly obvious, and they're like taking this obvious thing and they're like, because they have to defend their billionaire daddy Elon Musk in any way, and every billionaire for that matter, not just Elon Musk, but they have to defend every billionaire that they can, because billionaires are funding him. He's got to say, this is ridiculous. So Ben has to defend his billionaire bosses, and that's why the writing is lazy, and he just can't get the most obvious, like, symbolism in the movie. So Now let's move on to the politics of this one. Ryan Johnson's politics is as lazy as his writing. His take on the universe is that Elon Musk is a bad and stupid man, and that anyone who likes him, in media, politics, or tech, is being paid off by him. This is an incredibly stupid theory, since Musk is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in human history. How many rockets has Johnson launched lately? And it's a foolish conspiracy theory to boot. How to explain his dumb theory? Bad writing, of course. Johnson comes up with a fake partner who is the actual smart person, Miles/Musk, cheated by bribing people. Before we go any further, just want to say, really hilarious, Elon Musk's whole thing is that his family had like apartheid blood emeralds, and like that's where the fortune came from that he had. And then he like bought a part of PayPal. Like he wasn't actually a founder. He like bought it and then like forced them to say he was a founder, even though he actually wasn't a founder, which is where he like initially got that. And so yeah, so that's pretty funny that he's like, that would never happen in real life. Somebody else wouldn't do the work for him. If you just ignore basically Elon Musk's whole career, I guess, then yeah. If you just ignore what really happened, then it never happened. That's pretty obvious. So he's starting to win me over here, I guess. What about all the people who like Musk? They're dumb and corrupt too, which means you need no logic for them. So more bad writing. Like, what does that mean? This means that, oh, he's going to tell me. This means that all Miles' friends/supporters are still sucking the golden teat for Miles/Musk because he keeps signing them checks. Yeah, they're friends with Elon for the memes. But any of them could, at any time, burn down Miles/Musk and reap massive benefits. Literally any of them. Duke would become overnight the biggest host in the world for uncovering the conspiracy of silence. Birdie would immediately become a famous social justice warrior, wiping out any Malaysian sweatshop problems. Claire would become president. Peg or Whiskey would become famous. Lionel would become a virtuous whistleblower. But in Johnson's bizarro world, taking down the most powerful and rich person in the world is something nobody would consider. Weird, since he just made a $40 million movie trying to do just that. Which brings us to the final irony. Ryan Johnson's being paid $100 million to make 2 of these movies. So he is a rich, famous person writing stupid mysteries pretending to be smart. He is Miles, not Blanc. That's the dirty secret. Okay. I mean, this is just so hilarious from like start to beginning. I mean, it's like already gone through the Musk thing, whatever. And now on to this point. The people who like him were like, yes. What do you mean? Miles Braun is like the richest person in the world. Like he's a billionaire. He's providing money for all of these people. If they dare go against that, like happened in the movie, Ben, when his partner Andy does speak out against him and tries to cut him off, he has everybody else in the group go behind her back and say that she's lying and he actually founded the company, which then now Andy is just totally cut out and she gets nothing. Who's to say he won't do that again to any one of them in the group that dare speak out? Like, it is so just pain. Like, dude, did you watch the movie? Just so dumb on like so many levels. Just watch the movie and it will make sense as to why they did not speak out. He threatened them because he's a billionaire and he has the money. Therefore, he has the power to shut them down if only one person speaks out, because he's done it before in the movie, Benjamin. I mean, come on. This is just hilarious. But in Johnson's bizarre world, taking down the most powerful and rich person in the world is something nobody would consider. Weird, since he just made a $40 million movie trying to do just that. Does he think that, like, Glass Onion is going to be the downfall of Elon Musk in real life? Like, people are going to watch Glass Onion and be like, oh, man, we got to do something about Elon Musk, man. This is not right. Like, dude, What? Does he think the movie's gonna like arrest him? Is the movie gonna tank Tesla stock? Wait a minute. Oh my god. He did it. Ryan Johnson is taking down Tesla and Elon Musk. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't think he could do it, but Ben was onto something here. Which brings us to the final irony. The last point here that Benjamin makes. Ryan Johnson is being paid $100 million to make 2 of these movies. So he is a rich, famous person writing stupid mysteries pretending to be smart. He is Miles, not Blanc. That's the dirty secret. Now, what's interesting about this is Miles was a billionaire tech person, right? So Ryan Johnson making $100 million to make 2 films. That is not a billion, and he does not have the economic and political power somebody like Miles Braun or Elon Musk would have. But of course, doesn't even matter if Ben Shapiro actually believes all of this nonsense that he tweeted out. This was just to drive up his base to defend Elon Musk and other billionaires because they are in love with licking the boots of the bourgeoisie. So that's basically it. There's nothing really to say about it. It's just like the most surface level dumb stuff you can ever think of. It's like just an awful movie take. But I expect nothing less from Benjamin Shapiro. So thanks for watching. Maybe the next time Ben over here decides to tweet about a movie, maybe I can talk about that again. Maybe I can talk about a movie on my own, like Benjamin did here. But so let me know if you would want that. Thanks. Okay. Bye, Mom.